Hey everybody, welcome to La Virgo Mafia Tarot. I'm your host and co-founder Shay, La Virgo Mafia. So yeah, what's up? This is gonna be posted on YouTube, so don't worry. I hope you guys have been good. We just started the Mercury retrograde. Things have been a little crazy for everybody. I'm not sure. Well, I know for me, it's a little bit of annoying things with technology and stuff like that, and cockroaches coming from the past, trying to be seen or whatever, all that stuff. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into this reading, guys. This is for my Virgos. Yes. So, this is a reading for my Virgos, okay? Take it how it resonates. Don't try to make the story fit. If it's you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. Let's get started. Drinking some tea. That's my daughter in the background. Shh. Drinking some what is it? Lemon ginger tea. So I have like two different tea bags in there. Organic ginger and then the lemon. I forgot what the brand is, but it's lemon manuka honey ginger tea, and it's really really good. It's definitely getting towards the fall. I mean, it's in California standards, starting to get a little cool. We had a few storms. And it's starting to get to that tea weather, so it's cool. That's actually the best time for me. That's the time where I actually get more fluids in my body. I be drinking tea after tea after tea, and I be pissing the fucking night away. All right, so let's get started. Here we have the Devil card. Here we have the Two of Wands, and then we have the Four of Swords. So what I see here is, okay, I see a couple of different things. First, there's some Virgos that are dealing with people who are addicted to them, like people who have entity attachments that are addicted to them, or some Virgos can also be dealing with entity attachments as well, like they're like a willing host, and I feel like they're battling with the Two of Wands in a reverse. When the Two of Wands in reverse, it's like opposing forces, a battle for the soul. Okay, I'm also thinking like those who are awakened versus those who haven't woken, that type of thing. Like a fight over like good guys, bad guys type of thing. But it's a little bit more complicated than that. Okay, because I like to think of us Virgos as more of like anti-heroes. We're there for people. We do a lot for people, and people shit all over us. And sometimes it can breed a lot of negative thoughts and things like that, things that come from the past, especially with this Mercury retrograde, people wanting to come back around to balance things out with you, because the Libra is about justice. But then Libra is also about indecisiveness here as well. So this shows also the inability to act on something, to move on something, okay? So I feel like there's a lot of things that are holding some Virgos back for different reasons. For some Virgos, like I said, they're dealing with entity attachments, okay? A lack of awareness, and kind of like having a battle of the soul, having a lot of internal battles. They're very quite restless with the Four of Swords. So, dealing with negative thoughts, having obsessive thoughts, things like that. I'm also seeing here with the Two of Wands in reverse. This means being imbalanced, instability. So I'm thinking about mental instability, spiritual instability. Okay, so for my spiritual Virgos, y'all have noticed that you guys have witnessed people in your life receiving negative karma for maybe some bad deeds or some things that they may have done in the past. You guys are witnessing that, and you're starting to see the effects of it. And you're noticing that a lot of people have entity attachments, and they really can't help themselves, right? Okay, they are so restless. These attachments constantly need to feed off of negativity, keeps them up quite late at night, but not really. Nothing wrong with being up late at night. I'm not saying that like if you're up late at night you got an entity attachment, but depends on what you're doing with your time. These people having obsessive thoughts, obsessing over past situations, trying to, justify things. It feels like in a way that the walls are closing in on them. Okay. I'm also getting with these first three cards too, as well, is that for the other set of Virgos, I feel like you have people that are obsessed with your energy, draining your energy, holding you back. Okay, there's so many things that you want to do. You want to travel and see the world, and you want to be able to embark on your creative endeavors and just move on with your life. But you have people that are so addicted to your energy, Virgo. They addicted to your energy in any kind of way, whether it's negative, like if they get your reaction. Like a lot of people, they like to provoke people to kind of get with their reaction, and they'll like say like snarky comments and jest and things like that, and they'll be like, oh, I'm just playing. Understand that that's an energy vampire, and they not just playing. That is a psychic attack. They whether they're aware of it or not, they are energy vampires, and that is a psychic attack because they're trying to get your reaction, your energy. What is it? What Black Dot say? Black Dot say, what say? Attention. How do you say it? Energy flows where attention goes. There we go. Boom. Energy flows where attention goes. So even if they get a negative attention from you, that's still some of your energy. Okay, your sacred spark. Okay, shout out to Ora Ben Shoshan. All right, so every time that you answer to that devil, you answer to every time you kind of allow your anger or ego to take over in that situation, they're able to use it against you and take your sacred spark. They're able to equalize themselves to you vibrationally, when that's not really the case. Sometimes those situations can bring out the worst in you, but that's not a testament to who you are. But you definitely do have people that are very much attached to you, and when you pulled back your energy, Virgo, they feel so entitled that they're damn near upset. Okay, and they are stalking your social media. They're getting other people to call you, getting other people to contact you, leaving funny messages, leaving like blank calls, or make sure. What do you mean, like private calls, cryptic messages? If you have your own business, you probably getting like weird inquiries that don't seem quite right and kind of has your spidey senses tingling. Okay, you have like random people calling you, leaving different audio clips, and just random stuff, right? Some of you guys, and I feel like a lot of people are trying, they see that you're trying to, I think that they're also trying to do spell work to keep you around, to keep you in their energy, because they want to make sure that you are drained and restless and don't have any energy for anything else. That's what they're trying to make sure that you don't do. They're trying to make sure that you are not productive, okay? With the Two of Wands in reverse, that you're not productive, you're indecisive, you're drained, you don't have, that's what they're trying to do. This is what this devil energy is doing. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Capricorn, all right? Some of you guys could be dealing with either fire signs or air signs, I see here. Okay, or even we see Earth here too, so it could be it could be anybody that where you feel like you have an oppressive relationship with, somebody that's very energy draining, somebody that's always always trying to how can I say, antagonize you, like a constant antagonist. These are people that are energy vampires, people that are very fucking miserable. They refuse to work on themselves. They see that the more time that you're to yourself, the more time that you heal, you grow. They see that you're glowing and you're radiating, and instead of them being inspired by that and doing the same, they rather just attack you or bound you up, try to wrap you up. As you can see, this person's getting held by the chains. I also feel like there's some Virgos are getting held by their chains that they passed as well. People of their past just will not fucking let them go. They feel entitled to them. They feel like Virgo needs to be up underneath their thumb for the rest of their life. But the problem with them being under your thumb is not for anything good, because anytime you have something good in your life, there'll always be conflict. Every time you have something good in your life, something will always happen. And that is because we've allowed people to keep tabs on us. So this is about just cutting off those chains, releasing those chains, that they don't have as much power as you give them, okay? For those who are dealing with entity attachments, uh, the best, for those who are dealing with it directly, get into spiritual baths. Okay, there's plenty of things you could do to clear out your energy. There's a lot of different meditations, even on YouTube, but that shows you how to for entity attachment removal, to remove negative energy. Start really like, listening to sound therapy, which is like binaural beats, Tibetan sound bowls. That's what I mean by sound therapy. Get into that. Start taking some spiritual baths. Start praying. Start doing certain things to raise your vibration up, because when your vibration is up, they will not be able to wrap their chains around you. Okay. For those of you guys who are witnessing others having these entity attachments and them coming for you and people who have entity attachments that are trying to remain in your energy so they can feed. Okay. They have an extreme need to feed, a Virgo, a very extreme need to feed. You can even feel them thinking about you, feel them talking about you. Okay. Still trying to cling on to you. Okay. You may get random questions in your mind. You're like, no, I'm not worried about it. So they could be spiritually inquiring about you, asking about you, like in a tarot reading or a seer or something like that. And as soon as they're asking that tarot reader, you can hear the question in your mind, and you're like, no, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You guys that are witnessing these people having entity attachments, continue protecting yourself. You already know what to do, especially for my real spiritual Virgos. You know what I'm saying? Keep yourself protected. Always keep yourself, don't ever be like this. Always have yourself like this. This is what we've been seeing, Make sure you're taking time to yourself to make sure that you recharge and disconnect. The way how you disconnect from these like karmic, toxic, narcissistic bonds, the way how you disconnect. I was listening to somebody's podcast yesterday. What was it? I was listening to somebody on Clubhouse. It was the Pink Pill, and there was a lady that was talking, and she was talking about, like, in a romantic sense, but I think this makes sense all across the board. But she was basically saying that, like, when you exchange bodily fluids with somebody, when you exchange sex, when you exchange energies, when you exchange bonds, let's just put it that way. She was like, when you exchange that type of energy with somebody, you create a cord, a bond with them. And it takes, she said that studies or something like that, they said that it takes 5 weeks to unbond yourself, to detach from the bond. So that, because every time, the more time you spend with that person, the thicker and thicker that cord gets. Okay, the stronger, the tighter, the more constricting, those chains get around you. And before you know it, you fill up to your neck like a buckle, as my grandma used to say. You would be fill up to your neck in chains before you know it. So it's interesting she said 5 weeks, because 5 is the number of freedom. 5 is the number of change. So wherever she got that information from, I think it was she got it through some type of researcher. It made perfect sense when it comes to numerology. My life path number is a 5. Yeah, we're all about personal freedom. We could be a sucker to our 5 senses, and when we're not in, when people who are a life path of 5, when we're not in our element, we can be very indulgent. We can be very indulgent and impulsive when it comes to our 5 senses. Okay, when it comes to eating, touching. So that means food, sex, you name it, right? We could be a sucker for our senses sometimes when we're not balanced. So it's important to get ourselves balanced. Because I see that there's some of us are a little unbalanced, or we're around people that are imbalanced and we don't want it to rub off, because they may be starting to rub off on some of you. So yeah, it was interesting when she said 5 weeks to debond, to detach. Okay, so I want to say in 5 weeks things are going to be clear for you. Use this retrograde, because I'm assuming the retrograde is going to be for the next 4 or 5 weeks. So by the time this retrograde is over, I feel like you will shake the last piece of shit lingering out your booty hole, and you'll be able to finally move on and flush the toilet and live your motherfucking life. Okay? So if you're dealing with people that have itchy attachments, you already know how the game is. That's their motherfucking job, okay? You Harry Burbank, you just play your motherfucking role, and you keep yourself protected, and just because there's a lot of things going on with the planets right now. I've been looking at a couple of different videos. I do know that um, a couple of planets that went back in direct. Pluto's direct, Saturn is now direct, and I was listening to somebody's report. I forgot her name, damn, but she was basically saying that if for the Saturn retrograde, that's the planet of karma, right? So during the retrograde, you witness a lot of people getting karma and things like that, and when that was happening, you noticed them trying to reattach to you while you're trying to get your life together. They trying to reattach to you or whatever. So now the lady was saying that now that Saturn is going direct, Saturn hasn't still forgotten. So if you think that you got away with some bullshit, you got away with being dishonest, you got away with being deceptive, when Saturn goes direct, if you haven't already paid for it yet, you're going to pay for it even more harshly. Okay, and then we also have Pluto going direct. Pluto is about transformation and rebirth, and that's the theme of some of the readings that I've been picking up lately about rebirth and reinventing yourself. Remember, I've spoken about that on my channel a few times about reinvention. Okay, facing a huge ego death. Okay, when you guys come out of this Mercury retrograde, it's going to confirm everything that you've been feeling all these years. People had you feeling like you were crazy. You weren't crazy. You just saw through the bullshit. Okay, I was making sure my phone didn't die. So yeah, there's some people that just don't want to let you go, Virgo. They just don't want to let you go, and you have to really work on yourself. Take some time to yourself to detach. 5 weeks detachment. So think of what you want to get rid of. Think of what you want to what type of energies you want to pull back for 5 weeks. Do you want to not be on social media for 5 weeks? Do you want to I don't know, like if you want to just focus on a creative passion project for 5 weeks, if you want to scale back on how much you eat for 5 weeks, go on a diet for 5 weeks, if you want to start working out for 5, there's certain things you want to do to kind of certain exercises or things that you can do to learn how to detach. I think we're going into a new moon, if not already. Are we going into a full moon? I think we have a full moon in Aries coming up on the 20th. I believe we're going into a new moon, if I'm not mistaken. But the new moon would be a best time to work on banishing and removing. And I think that's the theme that you guys should be working on. So work on, look up in Google, banishing spells, cord cutting spells, cord cutting rituals. Okay, I have a few videos on my YouTube channel for that. So just work on removing these negative attachments. This also could be tied to bad habits and stuff like that. Drinking, drinking alcohol, smoking or things like that. Just bad habits. You're around people who have entity attachments and bad habits, constantly clashing with you. These are people that want to bring you out of your character. This is what I'm getting from it. Wanting to bring you out of your character, always wanting to have an opposing opinion. Even if they know that you're right, even if they know that you're logical, you're mature, whatever, they just always have to have an opposing force. And you feel like you're really at a battle for the soul, really. You feel like you're fighting. A lot of you Virgos are fighting a spiritual war. You know what I'm saying? You're having a war with self. You're warring with yourself, your old you and your new you, because you got people from your past still thinking about, you have people in the past still looking at you as if you're the old you, and you're basically battling your old self and them, okay? And they could be that could be your devil. That could be, you know what I'm saying? So, and you have these people that are very obsessed with you, okay? They have a constant need to feed. These are energy vampires. They have to constantly be around negativity. This is why they provoke you. This is why they try to get you to jump out of character, or whatever the case may be, criticize your way of life, criticize your beliefs, who you are, every aspect of you. But the thing is, but what the real tea is that they need to feed off of your energy. As much as they try to drag you, they really low key need you in order to survive. They need you in order to survive. They need a scapegoat. They need a slave. They need a pushover. They need a victim. Okay. So down here, I get the mod energy from this here. This is the Queen of Swords here, testing people's hearts. Okay, you're gonna be thinking with, you're gonna be really cerebral with it, using your logic over emotions. You're honest. You move with integrity, even when other motherfuckers don't. When other motherfuckers cutting corners, and wearing false masks, and not really matching with their claim. Their actions ain't matching with their claims. You mean what you say. You're very intentional. You move with the purpose. You inspire others with the Hierophant. They look at you like you the Hierophant. Okay? This is the reason why you're getting so much resistance and people coming to you, because other people are starting to see your worth. You're recognizing your worth, and other people are starting to see it as well. You with your Ma'asha, you're not fucking playing around, okay? You see, here she has the eye here, okay? She has her, so this is her eye, I'm sorry. She has her eye here. This is about communication. She has no problem speaking her truth, standing in her truth, and seeing shit for what the fuck it really is, okay? And if you come at the Queen of Swords on any type of bullshit, she will slice you off the neck and leave you all defeated, period, okay? So you will be weighing their heavy hearts. You've been weighing, all these people that are coming back into your life. You're properly vetting them. And if you're not, Spirit wants you to properly vet these people. Weigh their heart against a feather, okay? I'm getting Ma'at. I'm getting Anubis type of energy, okay? Weigh their heart against the feather to see how heavy their heart is against you. If their heart is heavy, then they cannot come with you on your journey. They won't be there on the next level. You're not gonna see them at the top, is what I'm saying. And I think a lot of you guys are realizing that a lot of people that have been around you have been very heavy hearted towards you, okay? It could be people that you were familiar with, people that you were hung out with, people that viewed you as the Hierophant, but at the same time they're draining you out too as well. They're draining you out, they're disrespecting you. They're provoking you, tantalizing you. They're doing a lot of different things to try to make you jump out of your character, because they have a problem with you being the Queen of Swords. They have a problem with how honest you are, how you move with integrity, how you're fair, and how you're about justice. They don't like justice, okay? They don't like what you stand for because it threatens their weak foundation, okay? You call shit out for what it is. That's what the Queen of Swords is. No nonsense, okay? All about communication. Say what they want. Move with a purpose, okay? And that alone makes them feel very, very soggy, okay? With the Hierophant here, Spirit is telling you to keep the faith. I know you guys are fighting a spiritual war right now. Some of you guys are very restless, not getting a lot of sleep. And I think that it has to do with the people that you hang yourself around, or it could have to do with your negative thoughts or entity attachments. For some of you, they're draining you guys out, okay? The entity attachments needs constant negativity, so it's like, please, hurry up, say something negative, do something negative against the empath. Please, I need something. I need you to get some shit started, please, because like I'm starving over here. So Virgo, you've been starving them out, not really giving them too much energy, okay? Some of you guys could be dealing with this shit from your own sign. A lot of different tarot readers are also picking up on this. It'd be your own motherfucking sign, or other earth signs doing this to you too, okay? All right? And they got entity attachments. They got a whole bunch of shit going on that they not really trying to work on. They want you to be their guidance, but they're not really willing to listen to what you say. So what's the point? You are coming to somebody, or you coming to them as a voice of reason, or you acknowledge them as being knowledgeable in certain areas or whatever, but you're not really willing to take the information in. You're not willing to listen to them. So it's just an energy drain. If you're not trying to solve your own problems, if you have a problem for every fucking solution that the Hierophant gives you, that the Queen of Swords gives you, then you're just nothing more than a vampire that's just entertained by your own problems. You enjoy sabotaging yourself, and you enjoy sabotaging others, throwing a monkey wrench in other people's fucking blessings, okay? You also are starting to grow a small fellowship for those Virgos who are in business for themselves, or those who are spiritual, things like that. You are starting to slowly grow a spiritual fellowship, a community, or whatever. People are starting to look at you like the Hierophant and the Queen of Swords. Somebody they can come to get solid fucking advice. Somebody that they trust to see shit for what it really is. Unbiased, unfiltered, raw truth. People really love that about you. For every fucking person that doesn't like that about you, there's real motherfuckers out there that do feel you, that do understand you. Okay, Virgo, there are people out there that are just like you, that are empaths, that are going through the same fucking shit. We all fighting the same entities keep jumping into our families, into our friends, into our lovers, into our coworkers. It's that same fucking spirit, that fucking narc spirit. You could see it in their eyes. It's like a little flash of black and shit in their fucking eye. You know that they've been taken over. Okay, and it's even more sadder when it is your family. Okay, it's your own family that don't want to see you do well, that want to drain your energy out. Everything that good that happened to you, they want to make sure, you know what I'm saying, that it doesn't pan out for you, that you're not productive. You know, always being defiant, and antagonistic towards you. They're so they need negativity. They need a negative energy from you. Okay, they do not like the fact that other people see you as the Hierophant and the Queen of Swords. They don't like that. Okay. Also, when it comes to, we have the Knight of Wands here. This comes down to like maybe some of you guys could be having like an admirer. Could possibly be a fire sign. Doesn't always have to be that, but you know, somebody that fits those attributes. So this could be a fire sign: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a person that wants to come towards you. They have a lot of passion for you. This could be somebody that is in your community, if you're part of a certain type of community or organization, or even at work or something like that, where this might be your subordinate. They might be your client, your student, or subordinate, and you're like the boss lady, so they might have like a little crush on you or something like that, or might trying to pursue you, or whatever the case may be. I also feel like the karmics that you guys are dealing with could also be jealous of the fact that you also attract passionate men, that you also attract a certain type of men or whatever. So it could be because of that. You know how women are, competing for the male gaze, and they constantly have to compete with each other and things like that. Okay. So you could be dealing with karmics like that. Okay. So if you guys are in separation with somebody that's a fire sign, or somebody that was very passionate, I feel like this person, you're going to hear from this person really soon. Some of them will be coming with a dick in their hand. They want to pursue you. It just shows that the men are very attracted and very passionate to you right now, especially fire sign men. Okay, they'll be much more attracted to you. They love the fact that you're a Queen of Swords. They love your conviction. They love how you move, how you talk. They love that you're a spiritual person, Virgo. Okay, they may have came to you to seek guidance, and then they actually became attracted to you. But they probably came to you to seek some type of guidance, or they look at you, you know what I'm saying, like as the Hierophant. Okay. Y'all might follow the same type of people, or be in the same type of community, I feel, or same type of community, or social network or something like that, a spiritual social network. Like you guys are kind of like into the same things or same people. So you're going to definitely be hearing from this Knight. All right, hold on a second. Let me clarify this Knight. Let's see. What's the Knight's intentions? Clarify the Knight. Why is the Knight here? We're going to throw out one more card. One more tarot card, that is. Let's see what this Knight won't, child. Yeah, I just think it really has to do with like, people are starting to see your divinity. This is what the karmic's been trying to silence. The narcissistic family members and all the people that you had your run-ins in life. This is what they were trying to stop this whole time. They always try to make you feel like something was wrong with you, something was weird about you. But no, they saw a sacred spark, and they wanted to make sure you never fucking realized it. Okay, they wanted to make sure that you never knew who you were. So that's why when you started your spiritual journey, they became very when you started your spiritual journey, that's why they became very judgmental, indifferent, and nasty towards you because they didn't want you to see your own divinity, to realize your own potential. Okay, and now that you're finally exercising that because you stayed away from them, they're trying to sink their tentacles even deep into you. Maybe even use the past. Maybe even try to emotionally strong arm you or guilt trip you back into submission. But don't resist. I mean, don't succumb to that. You know, remember Ma'at. Remember Anubis. Remember the Queen of Swords. Okay, weighing their heart. How properly vet them. Okay. If you know that your relationship with them is draining, you need to give them little to no dose. It's going to be a little difficult when dealing with family, but it can be manageable. Some people have cut their families off completely. Other people give them little to no doses where they can still deal with them on a very platonic level, but not really like get too deep with them or anything like that. So learn how to really compartmentalize your relationships and make them work for your spiritual benefit. Okay, clarify the Knight of Wands, please. Clarify the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I just feel like the attack is the first three cards, and then the reason for the attack is the second set of three cards. That's what I'm getting from here. They just don't like the fact that people view you as the Hierophant and the Queen of Swords. And that you have admirers. You have people, you know what I'm saying, that want to fuck with you. Okay, so clarify the Knight of Wands, Spirit. Why is the Knight of Wands here? I don't know why I feel so overwhelmed. Like I feel like I have butterflies in my stomach. This person must really fucking like you or something. Ooh. This person's coming with a dick in their hand. They're very, very fucking passionate. They're very intentional. They love the fact that you're intentional. I think that's what turns them on. They see fire in you, or you may be a Virgo that have fire in your chart. So they like their fire. You know what I'm saying? They be like, your kind of fire turned me on. All right. Yes, okay. So we got the Page of Swords. Okay, and then there was a card that had wanted to come out, but I put it back in the deck, and it was the Lover's card. So they do have a mad crush on you. But I think, okay, this Knight of Swords, this Knight of Wands wants to come towards you just to kind of see what's up. They're very curious about you. Could have been watching you on the internet, could be studying you upon the ground, you know what I'm saying? And they probably like just wondering about you. You know, you really turn them on. You really attract passionate men. They're very curious about you. The things that people have dragged you for or make fun of you for are actually the things that make these people attracted to you even fucking more. Okay, Virgo? All right, so embrace your differentness. Embrace your weirdness. Embrace your awkwardness, who you are, because there's always somebody out there that likes it, okay? So if you're... Now, this Page of Wands is kind of like a little immature. We did say we're clarifying, but I just think it's kind of like one of those innocent crushes, because we all know a knight is not a king. You know what I'm saying? They're not a boy, but they're not quite a man yet. You know, so they probably could be looking to have some fun, and they're just really curious about you. You know, maybe wanting to get some ideas up off of you. Okay, if you guys have, if this person is from your past, yeah, they definitely have been watching you on social media. They saw what you're becoming. You know, you're becoming a spiritual leader. You're becoming some type of social influencer. You're becoming a businesswoman. You basically came up. You're not the same person how they left you. How they left you, they expected for you to just crawl in a hole and just die without them. That's what they wanted. But when you don't let them in on what's going on, they go crazy. They start speculating. They start spying. You know, and anytime they do see you, they start throwing darts and snarky comments at you and stuff because they can't get the energy. They need to constantly feed. Remember, the energy vampire, the need to feed. This is how they're able to survive. And the way how you get yourself out of them chains is if you got to starve them out. Period. You got to starve them out. Okay. Now, it's up to you what you want to do with this King of Wands. If y'all horny or whatever, you do what you do. or whatever. You know, it is what it is. But that's what they're coming towards you for. If you get hit up by a fire sign, or they got fire in their chart, you get hit up by them. You know, it's basically because they've been taking notes on you. They've been studying. They've been watching. They're like, damn, and you know, this person done flourished. You know what I'm saying? Wow, you know what I'm saying? They might try to come and try to make amends, but I really see that they got their dick in their hand. But they're very passionate, very attracted to you, and you know, it's up to you what you want to do with that. You want to have a little fun? I ain't gonna judge. You know what I'm saying? You know, they seeing you that you're not the same person no more. You know, a lot of karmics in your life is starting to see that you're not the same person anymore, that they can't get the reaction that they can get out of you. They're also not realizing that every time they fuck with you, spirit whoops they ass every fucking time. Spirit lash their backside real fucking good every time they try to chance you, every time they try to provoke you, or do things, do little subtle things to get under your skin and stuff like that, because they need your energy. Your energy is so fucking precious. It's like a fucking turkey sandwich or something. They really fucking need to feed, and if they don't have it, they will go crazy. So the whole point is to starve them out, starve the devil out, okay? And same thing with your own inner negative thoughts, the wars that you have with yourself. Starve those negative thoughts out by doing what I told you to do, which is, you know, sound therapy, okay? Sound therapy, spiritual baths, things like that, positive affirmations. That'll reprogram your subconscious mind so that you won't have all these negative thoughts, because all these people coming up in the past is going to make you have more thoughts about all the bad times too. You're going to think about the good times, but you're going to think about the bad times, like why we fell out in the first place. Okay, some of these people come back in your life, like I said in the last reading, not really to make amends, not to really admit to anything or apologize. They need your energy harvesting. That's what they need. Okay, energy is the new fucking currency. Like they say, attention, new currency. Attention, energy is the same thing. Energy flows where attention goes. So focus your attention on yourself, your spiritual business, or maintaining, or this is just basically saying keep the faith. Okay, keep calling out the truth. Keep speaking your truth, because you're gonna get good karma for that. You know what I'm saying? Take good care of yourself. Self-care. Okay, take good care of yourself. Get a lot of rest. Do a lot of walks. Be around a lot of nature. Be around a lot of water. Okay, don't be afraid to put your phone on D&D for a couple of days. Remember, I said it take 5 weeks to think about the number 5. Having your own personal freedom, traveling, and opportunity. Think about the number 5. Okay? So 5 days. Do something good for yourself for 5 days. Don't answer the phone for 5 days. Don't go on social media for 5 days. If you want to stretch it out to 5 weeks, just think about the number 5. Either way, 5 weeks. You know what I'm saying, of debonding. 5 weeks of detaching and just getting back into yourself. That's the common theme of a lot of these readings. And the more you do that, the more you will starve out the devil, and next thing you know, you will overcome the devil. This is what we're going to see. Okay? And the war that you have with yourself, only you can save yourself. Nobody else can do it for you. You can seek some spiritual guidance with the Hierophant. You can seek spiritual guidance with a spiritual leader, but they cannot do it for you, Virgo. You have to do it yourself. You can get advice from people. You have to be willing to listen, okay? But you have to do the work yourself, because you know, ain't nobody playing with you. Okay, you have to do the work. You have to do the work yourself. Okay, and if I'm talking to the fellas, if you have a Knight of Wands coming towards you, you have a fire sign male coming towards you that's studying you. Okay, they studying you, they watching you. They, you know what I'm saying? They probably didn't think that you was going to amount to nothing. They probably used to look down, talk shit about you or whatever. Or used to be the type of person to ask them for help, whatever. Now they kind of trying to come towards you to try to like match wits and shit like that. You know, try to, that's for my Virgo man. You know, you might have a Knight of Wands try to come at you or whatever, you know. They've been watching you and shit like that, and they just see you kind of coming up doing better the last time they saw you. So they just want to come around and be nosy. You know, it is what it is. They want to come around and be nosy. All right. So yeah, so that's pretty much the messages that I have for my Virgos. So starve them energy vampires out, starve your own negative thoughts out, self-care, take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You will win the war of self. You have all the fucking tools, you know. You are the Hierophant, okay? Nothing gets past you. You're a very intuitive, powerful person. People are starting to see it. You know, continue speaking your truth, walking in integrity, and you will continue to get that good karma. And everybody else that's not on that shit, that has been doing all of this to you, you know, Saturn is now direct. Pluto is now direct, and if you listen to some of these astrological forecasters, if they have not paid for the shit, they finna pay for it even more. So anybody that's doing the empath, or anybody's doing the Hierophant, the Queen of Swords wrong, they finna get fucking dealt with straight up. It's gonna be swift fucking spiritual justice, you know, for these people. And don't you dare get into their fucking karma. Don't you dare feel sorry for them. When they're crying and pleading and trying to apologize and coming back into your life and doing all, you know, trying to, like, you know, emotionally strong arm you, you remember who you are. You're the Queen of Swords. You know that you smell bullshit. You know when bullshit when you see it and when you hear it. You ain't always got to say it, but you can see it and you can hear it. You see, look at them in their black ass eyes when they're trying to do, you know, when you see those entities inside of them, you looking at their black ass fucking eyes. And you seeing them for who they truly are. Keep yourself protected. That's all I gotta say about that one. All right, so yeah, Virgos, y'all gonna be all right, man. Just continue ducking off and doing you. Sometimes you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You can't really give nobody no leeway right now. At this point, nobody can't be trusted. Keep everybody at a fair distance. Only properly vet anybody that's coming around in your orbit, and keep everybody at a safe distance at arm's length. That's the best thing you could do. You know what I'm saying? That's all I could really say. The people, like I said, if you properly vet them and you know that they cool, then, you know, you can extend a little energy for them, because we're all in this spiritual war together. We're all in this fight together. So when you recognize your soul tribe, your soul family, you guys hold each other up. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to get in touch with your soul family as well. You're going to find them, whether they're online, you're going to find them on the streets. You know, once you start going on a certain vibration and everybody's on the same shit, you end up finding people that are going through shit just like you. You end up realizing that you're not alone. And you're going to start, you know, joining, you know, these spiritual fellowship communities. You might even be a leader, because I definitely see leadership for you. Leadership, partnership. You know what I'm saying? I definitely do see that for you. Okay? Where you'll be able to tell your story. Okay, take your pain and make it into something. You know, if you always feel like you're the black sheep of your family, start a black sheep vlog, make a movie, make a play about it, make a web series about it, poke fun at it, you know, poke fun at your narc abuse. You know, whatever people have made fun of you about, whatever people have tried to stop you from doing when you were growing up, and saying that your dreams, your aspirations wasn't good enough, and you always want to do something, this is the time to go out and do it. Okay? So, yeah, that's pretty much it for my Virgos. I love each and every one of you. You know what I'm saying? For the Virgos that have entity attachments, the Virgos that, I'm telling you right now, get your fucking shit together. All right? Get your fucking shit together. Okay? I'm saying this with love, because if you don't, Mother Saturn ain't forgot about you. All right? So, if you know you need to make some changes, you know you need to get right, and you are going to win this battle for self. You know, you're very conflicted right now. You don't know whether you want to be a good person or be a fucked up person, but you want everybody to look at you like you're a good person. Get your fucking shit together. If you know that you're a Virgo and you are the karmics that I speak of, get your fucking shit together. That's all you have to do, because Mother Saturn is going to lash that ass real good. And it's going to get even worse. If you don't see the error of your ways, it's going to get even worse. Recognize the patterns that you started to see in your life, and it's time to take a good hard look at you. That's what you were supposed to do this whole time before Saturn went direct. While Saturn was in retrograde and Pluto was in retrograde, you were supposed to be taking a hard look at yourself and digging deep. And for some of you guys, the very small few of you Virgos that have not done that work, oh, it's finna work you. Saturn ain't forgot about you. It's just like Lil' Kim. I came back for you. Okay? Mother Saturn gonna come back for you. and it's going to be hell to pay. So don't think that you got away with it. Oh, Saturn's direct now, I'm good. No, 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 no. Oh, it's finna go down. So if you know in your heart that you fraudulent, you better start working on making amends now. You better start making peace with yourself. You better start making peace with others. You better learn how to treat people and learn how to move better and walk with integrity. Okay? You better start taking better care of yourself. Mental health check, all that good stuff. You better start taking care of yourself, because it's gonna go down. It's gonna get even worse for you. I feel sorry for anybody that's on that other side, okay? But for my rest of my Virgos, y'all stay up, man. Peace. God love me. God love you. God love me. Bye.